And sure enough, the parachute malfunctioned. It didn't open properly. And it was, well, they call it May West, but there's many different types of May West. This was quite severe. I had another May West prior to that when I was at Fort Bragg, but this one was much more advanced malfunction. So, and so I looked up and said, well, coming down pretty fast, and faster than normal. So I pulled my reserve. I just didn't have the time or the luxury to panic, just be scared. You just don't have that. If you got, were you scared? I don't think I could allow myself the time. There's no time for that. And so I just pulled the parachute, fell into my hand, split second, and threw it as far as I can, so that it doesn't tangle with the main chute that was leaving this. It'll catch up, because I have done that before that product function. And so it opened, and then I climbed up on my riser to fix the main parachute. It didn't have, anyway, I fixed it, and that's when I looked down and I saw the photographer. He was from a movie film, and when I landed, I remember the first word I heard, he was right next to me. I said, what the heck are you doing here? Yeah. He said, never mind, soldier. So we put our M1, we had a battle gear on it. So we put our M1 rifle together and everything. We took off. And as I went out, we saw these animals. They were pigs, goats, sheep, and different animals in a cage. And they were, some were shaved, some were not shaved. And I could see that they were burnt. And some were sort of red, really red from the radiation. And so it was all over us. So and also I noticed there were no Joshua trees around. Yeah, it just went away, because I know that there were a lot of trees like that in this area. And so we saw all these things, and one I saw, I'll never forget, this eye was so wide open, it was red. I think it was a sheep. The eye was red, and it's all bloodshot. And it was looking at me, but I don't think he saw anybody. It was blind. And so we double time out of there. And after we got up to the perimeter, there were some scientists there that had a Geiger counter and was, going out our uniform and our equipment, testing for radiation. And I don't know if the air is laced with radiation, I don't know, but it was, I would say, before we jumped out, I think it was about less than an hour after the launch exploded, we were already in that atmosphere. And so we tested all that, and we got home. I forgot all about it, didn't think about it, went back to Fort Bragg. And I saw that in movie tone, and this little 82nd Airborne Shelter. And this guy's happened to focus in on me because I had a different, I had two parachutes there. One main, and the other the reserve chute. The main chute was fixed. I fixed it. I didn't have to, but if you don't fix it, you're going to land hard, because there's a smaller parachute, just enough to help you not break any bones. You might even have that happen. But, so anyway, I fixed that up. And so after I saw that movie at Fort Bragg in the theater, I said, that's me over there. And so the thing is, the entire theater, I don't know how they do it, because they sue you. So anyway, from that day on, I said, I wish I could have a picture. That was 1952. And back then, we don't think we could ever capture it like that. So we would talk about it until maybe 2010. My son said, you can probably get it in the computer. No, I said, you can't. So anyway, to make a long story, I don't have to stop doing it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. And so our high school had a reunion here in Las Vegas by my high school. It was a 60th reunion in 1960. And so someone told me that there was an atomic bomb museum. I asked her, what can I see? What can I see here? She said, well, you can go and take a look at the museum. So I took the bus and came there. Then I asked Steve Clark, who was working in the office. I says, Do you have a picture of a guy that's parachuting with two parachutes? I'm sure you have it. He said, yeah, we sure do. He said, you go get one. And also, he called the secretary, I don't know who that was. But, so she gave me a copy. And I walked out of this building very happy after 60 years, almost 60 years. I finally have the picture. It's rare to have a picture of yourself with a parachute like that. And so I wanted that because it was something that I wanted to have. So I walked out of here, and I was overwhelmed with emotion when I looked at the picture walking from there, and I stopped. Tears came down my eyes. That day, because I remember the day very clearly, and I was so grateful. And so I got the picture, and I was so happy about it, and so I gave it. Anyway, in the museum, when I was walking through the museum, they asked us to fill a card of what I thought about the museum. And the first thing that came to my mind was the bomb is a very deadly thing. It can be health or good, if not evil. And this nation, I think, was led by God to develop this bomb, as destructive as it was. I think it has a good cause for a nation that is righteous to have to end the war. And I relate this as in the Bible, when the Lord flooded, He gave a flood to Noah. He destroyed the whole world at the time. So there's a reason for that. The bomb the same way. That bomb is for the good. God had to redo this whole population of evil. Had to redo it. Death is not, to man, death can be a very tragic thing. But to the Lord, it is not a tragic. His eternal plan is has a good purpose, and it's not that bad. So the bomb, I relate to the same thing. If there's good in this world, there's evil. If there's darkness, there's light. There's always purpose. So the bomb in the hands of a righteous nation can be destroyed. So we cannot allow the evil nation to have that. I want to say how grateful I am in this country. I love this country with all my heart. This is my country. This is my people. It's my culture. And I would wish that, I was young enough and go in service again. It made me who I am. I was a shy young man. And I've never been out of home, never even traveled. And all that I am today, I owe to this country. It's the greatest nation in the world. It has done more good than any nation in the world, but the world even without America. Thank you so much.
So you see, this is kind of what happens in a museum. Stories kind of come alive, but it's up to us to capture those stories and to keep that record. And we do that here at the museum, and this is a big part of that. And Al, thank you for being with us today and sharing your story with us.